So if you're preparing for the MRCGP AKT, you're getting close to the date of your exam now. Hopefully by this stage you've already done a significant chunk of your revision, and it might be that you get to the point where you start losing a bit of motivation, you get fed up of studying on your own. So if you'd like to cover a lot of the key topics, get guided learning, cover some of the more challenging topics, and do it in a way where you do high yield questions to exam timing to develop both exam technique and cover the knowledge and consolidate those things, we've got our AKT Masterclass webinars and our AKT Booster Bundle coming up. So the Masterclass webinars, we have a half-day stats course. We'll cover 60 plus of the key stats topics, including core definitions, calculations, graphs, charts, the new style data interpretation questions, types of study, research methods. We'll do that by going through 45 high-yield questions to optimum exam timing, followed by rapid review of the relevant topic and a few others. Okay, so that's a half day, cover all the key stats, and you can see lots of people have found this really helpful to boost their confidence and knowledge in stats in the past. The same day in the afternoon, we have a half day admin course. So if you want to cover the key topics in the organizational domain, so things like types of GP contract, practice management, medical legal issues, different types of certification and forms that you might need to fill in, statutory duties of a doctor. Again, these are boring things, but if you learn them well, they're really easy marks. Again, you can see feedback from people where we've helped people get 85, 90, 95, 100% in this domain, which can really boost your score. Followed by 2 long evening webinars covering the key clinical topics mentioned by examiners in recent examiners' reports, what we call the high yield clinical topics. These are things that are retested again and again and again. So they're 3.5 hours each evening, and each evening will cover 45 questions, but more than 50 clinical topics. So over 2 evenings, 7 hours of live teaching, you'll cover 100 plus of the key clinical topics mentioned by examiners in recent examiners' reports. Okay. For all of these, if you book the live session, you can request access to the recording for 1 month afterwards, free of charge. So sometimes people will do that immediately afterwards for the current exam. Sometimes people like to come early to get their head around these things, and then they request their access to the recording maybe a month before when they're going to sit the exam, if they're going to sit the exam several months later, as a revision. Okay, so that's the AKT Masterclass bundle. If you want to add to that our AKT 200 question crammer course, that together combines to make the booster bundle. So the 200 question crammer works in a slightly different way. You do a 50 question timed mock live, where we'll get you to do high yield, high challenge questions in the same proportion. So each mini mock is 80% clinical, 10% stats, 10% admin. You'll do that to optimum exam timing, followed by we'll go through the relevant answers, technique, consolidate the topics by looking at the relevant guidelines, and also talk about several other topics. But by the end of the day, you will have done 450 question mini mocks. So you will have done 200 high yield questions, very realistic to the real AKT style. And we will have covered over 200 topics, 80% clinical, 10% stats, 10% admin. After the course, you get access to a different full 200 question online mock. We recommend that you do that one nearer the time of the exam when you've finished doing the bulk of your revision, as a chance to get used to time management, but also to pick up any gaps to fill in the last couple of weeks. So you can see the dates for the next set of the AKT Masterclass webinars and AKT 200 here, and I'll post the link where you can book the whole thing at a discounted price here. So if you want that final motivation, you want to consolidate a lot of important topics, you want to sort of really boost your knowledge, improve your exam technique, get exam ready, our AKT Masterclass webinars and our AKT Booster Bundle is ideal for you. I do hope to see you on there. Prepare and you will succeed.